A woman was thrown out of her home by her own in-laws. With nowhere else to go, she made a life-changing decision. She headed into the mountains and built a home with nothing but her own hands. Her husband worked far away from home and rarely returned, leaving her to shoulder every responsibility alone. She cooked, cleaned, worked in the fields, and cared for her elderly in-laws without ever complaining. But no matter how hard she tried, she was never treated with kindness or respect. To her in-laws, she wasn't family. She was nothing more than a free servant. They forced the dirtiest and hardest jobs onto her every day. Behind her back, they constantly criticized her, blaming her for not being able to keep her husband's heart. Life became more painful with each passing day. Even so, she held on to hope. She believed that if she worked hard, stayed patient, and waited for her husband to come home, the family would eventually live together in peace. Sadly, the more she endured, the worse she was treated. Her silence was mistaken for weakness. Whenever she tried to defend herself, even with a few simple words, she was accused of disrespecting her elders. Every day brought more insults and more humiliation. Then came the final straw. One day, a family member accidentally broke the ceramic bowl she treasured most. She calmly spoke up, asking only for fairness. Instead, her in-laws exploded with anger. Without listening to her side of the story, they ordered her to leave and told her she was no longer welcome in the house. Heartbroken, she called her husband, hoping he would finally stand by her. But all he said was, "Don't argue with the family." He never defended her. At that moment, she realized she was completely alone. With no money to rent a home and no place left to go, she turned toward a quiet hillside on the edge of the forest. Then she remembered something her father had taught her years ago: traditional carpentry and home building skills. That memory changed everything. She gathered wood, dug soil, and used only simple hand tools to prepare the land. She leveled the ground, built a strong foundation, and completed every step by herself. Before sunrise, she was already working. At night, she rested beside a small campfire before starting all over again the next morning. Day after day, her hands became rough with calluses, her clothes were covered in dirt, and her body was marked with cuts and bruises. Through scorching heat, wind, and rain, she refused to give up. Slowly, the empty hillside transformed into a warm and beautiful little home, a place built entirely by her own determination. What you see in just a few minutes took countless days of hard work, sacrifice, and unwavering courage. She proved that strength doesn't come from wealth or support from others. Sometimes it comes from believing in yourself when no one else does. Now it's your turn. If a perfect score is 100, how many points would you give this incredible handmade home? Let us know your score in the comments below. And if her determination inspired you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next story.